The standard 5-star hotel experience is predictable. A marble desk, a plastic keycard, and a cookie cutter room. For the ultra-wealthy, this is obsolete. They want a kingdom, not a room. They demand bulletproof windows, private lifts, and intuitive service that feels like telepathy. Today, we leave conventional luxury behind to visit 5 hotels redefining hospitality, from the deserts of Utah to the depths of the Indian Ocean. They are engineering marvels and fortresses of privacy. Welcome to the world of hyper-hospitality, the myth of 7 stars, Burj Al Arab, Dubai. We begin in the city that practically invented modern excess, Dubai. And we cannot talk about luxury without visiting the hotel that started the arms race, Burj Al Arab. When it opened, a journalist was so overwhelmed by the opulence that she famously described it as the world's only 7-star hotel. While that rating does not officially exist, the experience certainly suggests it should. Standing on its own man-made island, connected to the mainland by a private bridge, the Burj is designed to intimidate. Guests do not arrive by taxi, they arrive in a fleet of white Rolls-Royce Phantoms, or they land on the cantilevered helipad near the roof. Inside, the scale of wealth is disorienting. There are roughly 20,000 square meters of 24-karat gold leaf covering the interior, enough to cover a football pitch. But the true luxury lies in the staff-to-guest ratio. There are 8 staff members for every single suite, with a butler station on every floor, manned 24 hours a day. Stay in the Royal Suite, which costs upwards of $24,000 a night, and you are not given a tablet to browse the internet. You are given a 24-karat gold iPad. You sleep on bedding filled with the down of abandoned eider ducks from Iceland, harvested entirely by hand. It is unapologetic, aggressive luxury, a place that shouts wealth, designed for guests who want the world to know exactly where they are. The Fortress of Diplomacy, Hotel President Wilson, Geneva. If the Burj Al Arab is about showing off, our next stop is about staying safe. For heads of state, royalty, and targets of high-risk espionage, the priority is not gold leaf, it is security. Welcome to Geneva, Switzerland, and the Hotel President Wilson. We are looking specifically at the Royal Penthouse suite. Covering the entire top floor of the hotel, it is the largest suite in Europe and one of the priciest in the world, often exceeding $80,000 for a single night. But it's not the view of Lake Geneva, stunning though it is, that you're paying for. You're paying for a suite that is essentially a military bunker in disguise. Every window is made of bulletproof glass, thick enough to stop a high-powered rifle round. Elevators are private and key-card coded exclusively for the suite. Panic buttons are hidden in the walls, and a private security team is stationed in the adjoining rooms. Inside, the amenities are fit for a king, literally. 12 bedrooms, a Steinway grand piano, and a billiards table dating from the 1930s. Yet the true redefinition of hospitality here is peace of mind. This is where the world's most powerful people sleep, knowing that the only thing entering their room is the room service they ordered. It is luxury as a shield. Sleeping with the sharks, the Muraka, Maldives. We have conquered the heights of Dubai and the security of Geneva. Now we go down, deep down. In the Maldives, the Conrad Rangali Island decided that overwater villas were too common. So they built the Muraka, a 2-story residence where the master bedroom sits 16 feet beneath the surface of the Indian Ocean. Constructing this required engineering usually reserved for submarines. The structure was built on land in Singapore, then carefully lowered into the ocean by crane ship, anchored to the reef with concrete piles to ensure it stays put in storms. The cost of this single suite? $12,000. The experience is surreal. You take a private lift down to your bedroom, where the walls and ceiling are made of 7-inch thick acrylic. Lie in bed and watch sharks, stingrays, and schools of fish swim silently above your head. It is the ultimate inversion of the aquarium. You are the one in the tank, and the ocean is watching you. The Muraka redefines hospitality with its invisible service. Guests are flown in on a private seaplane to their own jetty. They have a dedicated team, including a butler and private chef in a separate structure nearby, on call 24/7, ensuring that even in the middle of the ocean, you do not lift a finger. The sound of silence. C'est Amangiri, Utah. Let us step away from the ocean and the gold and look at a different trend in billionaire travel. Quiet luxury. Sometimes the ultimate flex is not having more things, but having nothing around you. No noise, no people, no distractions. This philosophy is perfected at Amangiri in the Utah desert. Amangiri does not look like a hotel. It looks like a concrete sculpture that has naturally emerged from prehistoric rock formations. The architecture is brutalist, minimalist, and designed to blend so perfectly into the landscape that you might miss it from the air. The walls are raw concrete mixed with local sand to match the color of the dunes. The luxury is space and silence. The resort sits on 600 acres of protected desert, yet has only 34 suites. Suites open onto terraces with sweeping canyon country views, some with their own private plunge pools, offering a sense of solitude you won't find in a typical resort. You might go days without seeing another guest. Hospitality at Amangiri is defined by a rare mix of wilderness tranquility. Guided hikes, canyon excursions, and star-filled desert nights connect you directly with nature. Amangiri turns the idea of luxury into something primal and elegant, serene, elemental, and deeply memorable. The Eco-Kingdom, the Brando, French Polynesia. Finally, we arrive at the intersection of Hollywood glamour and sustainability. Many luxury hotels claim to be eco-friendly by asking guests to reuse towels. The Brando, in French Polynesia, takes it to an entirely different level. Located on the private atoll of Tetiaroa, purchased by Marlon Brando in the 1960s after falling in love with it while filming Mutiny on the Bounty, the island is today a self-sustaining sanctuary. The Brando is arguably the most eco-conscious luxury resort on Earth. Its air conditioning is powered by a seawater air conditioning system, a network of pipes drawing cold water from 3,000 feet below the ocean to cool the villas, cutting energy usage by 90%. The resort is close to carbon neutral. But sustainability does not mean discomfort. Former President Barack Obama came here to write his memoir after leaving office. The 35 villas sit on white sand beaches frequented by sea turtles. The hospitality here includes a scientific research station where guests can interact with biologists protecting the coral reef. The Brando proves that extreme luxury need not come at the expense of the environment. It offers a guilt-free paradise where champagne is chilled by ocean depths and the only footprints you leave are in the sand. From underwater engineering to bulletproof glass, these destinations prove that for the ultra-wealthy, a hotel is an immersive theater of indulgence. They offer absolute privacy and seamless service. If you won the lottery tomorrow, would you choose the underwater bedroom in the Maldives or the desert silence of Utah? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this tour, hit the like button and subscribe to Luxury, Tech and Beyond. Travel safe and dream big.